Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Star Spinner Tarot by Trungles. Website is chroniclebooks.com. How do I get schmutz on this? Like, every 5 seconds. Like, what is going on in my life? Seriously, I wash this table all the time. It's very annoying. Maybe it's just going to be there no matter if I like it or not. Alright. Supportive Oracle Cards, Wisdom of the Realms Oracle Cards by Colette Baron Reed. Here's some websites in the back. I thought she had one with her name, but I don't see it there, but there's a couple more. If you're interested, freeze frame and do as you like. Okay. I'm feeling very random all of a sudden. Very random. Ooh. Ooh, I don't know. I'm kind of excited. I'm making a random move, and sometimes it's about you, and it needs to be. I feel like I have to change. I have to change something. The Ten of Wands, I feel like the stress is to make the choice. Has it come forward? Have you already kind of gotten there? You know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Hitting the mark, the Arrow Master. You got to make it. You gotta, like, it's random. Something feels very random coming forward. I think you're gonna make a very fast decision. And I almost feel like I'm kind of like, alright, take this with a giant grain of salt. Huge. I'm questioning it, like, I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should do this. But there's like this short window where I can go a different direction. Very random. Just very off to the blue. This could be business for you. Kind of like, I feel like for somebody, you know, it's a general read, let's see where it goes. You're in a job, you've been there for years, and all of a sudden somebody says, oh, by the way, they're hiring over there for that position, and you're like, oh, that looks good. But if you take it, like, it's kind of like that window is very short. You're like, that position, that's rarely open. It's not very often that you get the chance to go for that. And you're like, maybe I'll go for it. But if you do, I feel like it's kind of like, it looks pretty likely that you'll get it. It's one of those things, kind of like if I do that, like I walk away from this job of how many years? I know Gemini can do that, but it's kind of like, I'm like, should I do that? I don't know. Should I do that? I don't know. There's a lot of stress, but there's also a lot of conflict around this. Kind of like, I do want it. I feel like I really do want it. But I'm like, I gotta really, like, I gotta think about this really fast, and I gotta think about what I really want here. Somebody's bringing you forth an offer. It seems to be smooth, slides in right smooth. 3 of Cups coming in here. It does affect your friends too. It affects a friend group. This seems like one of those changes, though. It's quite dramatic to me. Like, for example, if you've been in this job for years, and you're established in that, maybe you're part of the bowling team. I don't know, whatever you want to say. You're part of something. If you make this change, it's going to change a lot. For some reason, it feels like I won't connect with these people the same anymore. It's going to change a lot of things. A lot of things. And it's kind of like, I'm seeing this possibility here. Somebody's actually bringing it towards you. I don't know if they realize that you're seriously considering it. Whatever it is, because you're the one deciding whether it's appropriate or not. It's your life. You get to decide that, clearly. Whatever, and if it's business, I think this is why these two are coming together. Whatever this other opportunity is, it's kind of like, I act like I'm happy here, but it's okay. I mean, it's like, it's okay. I act like I'm happy here more than I actually am. But that, like, I want to do that. Like, I want to do that. That's what I want to do. It seems much more enjoyable to you. Now, that's subjective to Gemini, not for nothing. Because there's a lot of, like, you guys have to have brain activity. You like to keep your brain going and thinking a lot of different avenues and things to do. Whatever that is that you're looking at, I don't think everybody gets it. like, people don't understand why you would choose this, but that's not for them to understand anyways. For you, I think you're going to choose it, though. It seems like it's getting stronger and stronger. Um, it seems like it's really heavily playing on me. It's like, for example, I feel like you have 4 days when you find out about this, and you either have to decide to do it or not. It's something like that. It seems like a very small window. Maybe some of you are lucky enough to get like a week, but it's not very long. And it's kind of like, do I want to do this or not? And I keep looking at it, and I'm looking at all the time I've invested in wherever I am. It doesn't have to be, see, this doesn't have to be work or business. This could be love. This could be love, and you might be making a shocking change. And I feel like that's subjective to you, what that shocking change is. And this is completely in your realm of like whatever you think needs to happen. But I'm also getting like, if you go for this, because I feel like this is Gemini too, like I do want that. You know what, let me see if I can actually get it. Let me be sure I can get it before I make big decisions. So it's like maybe for the job, you're applying for it and seeing if you're going to get it offered, and then you're going to get it offered. Or if it's a romance thing, you're seeing if this other person is actually interested. And they are. Because I'm getting the Queen of Cups, but the Queen of Cups can hold a lot of secrets, so, but I'm also getting the King of Cups coming in with it, so there's a very high connection here. It makes me nervous. I'm feeling like makes me nervous. Like if I do this, I feel like if I do this, like it's going to be quite obvious. It's not going to be quiet. Like I feel like the whole world is going to know, and I'm just going to have to roll with it if I do that. I know I'm going to shock people, and I'm asking myself, is it worth shocking people? Is it worth it? Do I think this outcome is going to work? Do I think in the long run I'm going to be happy that I made this choice? Especially since I'm going to have to deal with all this. I feel like there's a lot of social fallout, because I keep coming back to this Three of Cups. I think there's going to be a lot of social fallout because of this, and I have to ask myself, do I really feel this is worth it? This, I don't know if I usually say this for Gemini. I don't remember. I know I usually say this for earth signs, but I think what I have to do, and I think you can do this fairly quickly, maybe you do it anyway. How do I feel, like if I choose this direction, how does it look in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? If I choose this direction, how does it look in 2 years, 5 years direction? 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. And do it, for however many directions you have. You do feel like, to me, you feel like you have the control here. You have to make it happen. And it's kind of like, do I go for what I want, or do I just keep going the way I've been? This is my moment to get what I want. It does feel very strong to me. Like, almost like that energy of like, I try to tell myself that it's not that important, but if I really think about it, it is really that important to me. It's really a lot. It's a lot. If you choose this, there's a whole phase, like the death card comes in. There's a lot of changes that come because of it. The King and the Ten of Swords, like, there's going to be people who are not happy with you. Is it worth that King of Cups, though? It's the Ten of Swords leading to the King of Cups. So, whatever this is, business or romance, there's going to be a lot of people who are not happy with you. You have to decide if this is worth it for your life. That's what I'm really getting. I do get like a growing investment with whatever's going on, be it business or romance or whatever. I had this card earlier today. The Page of Pentacles, for me anyway, I think of like a between 12 to 14-year-old person. Not that you're dealing with a person that age, but when you think of that person has a lot more they have to learn, a lot more to mature, a lot more to grow. When you start this situation, if you choose it, it's going to become a lot more. It's going to be a lot stronger over time. It's going to be a lot more lucrative or invested, emotionally bonded over time. It's going to get to be a lot more over time. I feel like stepping from this point forward, I feel like I have two paths. This is my best chance. I feel like this is my best chance. Not that you can't do it later, but like it's more likely now than later. And it's kind of like, do I want to do it or not? If I choose the one path to stay where I've been, I'm reserving myself to that. If I'm choosing the new path and going the new direction, then I'm going through all those things. But like I'm at this pivotal moment where I'm like, I think really like, how does it look 2 years out both paths? How does it look 5 years out both paths? How does it look 10 years out both paths? And you might have a couple different variations, I know that. But I feel like long term you got to think about where you're happier and why. And I feel like then it'll be easier for you to make your decision. Because it's right here. I know that for some of you, because this happens a lot with these videos, at the time you might be like really drawn to watch it, and you watch it the whole way through and you're like, I don't know where that's really clicking for me, but I was drawn to watch it. And then like a week or two later you're like, oh crap, here it is. So hopefully that sticks in your head. Look at the long term, 2 years out, 5 years out, 10 years out, whichever way you need to take it, and decide based on where you want to end up in those time frames what you want to do. I think that's what the advice is. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you for watching and have a great day.